So Jake, nice to see your face again. It's been a while. You guys are back in training for the first time today since mid-March. How did it go?
Yeah, it was obviously very different to the last time we probably were in training. Great to be back with all the boys and the staff as well. So yeah, it was really nice to be back to some sort of normality in that sense. But obviously there's loads of other stuff that we have to do at the moment. Obviously, different sort of protocols to take, and yeah, the staff have been really good with that sort of thing. So yeah, it was obviously really nice to be back and involved with everyone.
And what weather for it as well? I mean, you've probably got a tan already, haven't you?
Not I've got my factor 50 on. It was a little bit too hot for me for the first day back, but yeah, it was obviously a lovely day, and like I said before, really nice to be back in the football environment.
As you mentioned, a number of measures in place. Small groups today training in separate parts of the training ground. How did it kind of work out? How did you kind of arrive ready, prepared to train?
Yeah, so obviously the coaches have told us what was really going on. So we obviously came in as sort of a one-way system where you can walk around. There's three different groups, so split into fives, different areas for different groups to sort of warm up and do their stretching and stuff. And then obviously back onto the pitches in your fives in different areas of the cat and fiddle. So yeah, it was obviously very strange, but yeah, obviously following all the guidelines and what we're supposed to be doing. But it was just, yeah, like I said before, it's nice to be back doing a bit of football with your other teammates instead of what we've been doing for the last sort of 10 weeks just by ourselves, which is yeah, it was nice to be back.
And there's been a big marquee put up outside as well. So I guess that's to avoid having to use the buildings and everything as well.
Yeah, so we're obviously not going in the buildings at the moment, just trying to stay out in the fresh air as much as possible. And then you obviously bring your own stuff in, your boots and all of that sort of stuff. Come in your kit, go back in your kit. So it's a little bit different, but yeah, it's just exciting at the moment to be back and involved.
And was there anything else that you had to be prepared for or sort of wary of whilst you were at the training ground?
Really, no. I think the information we got given previously by the physios and the sports scientists and the coaching staff, have prepared us for coming back in. We sort of knew what to expect. We knew how the day was going to run. So yeah, it ran really smoothly. Obviously, getting tested and everything like that as well. So yeah, it was nice. I think it was important. Everyone felt comfortable coming back to training, which the staff have done really well. So it was nice to go back and yeah, get cracking.
And will a lot of this early work be about getting those fitness levels back up again? So I guess, it's been a long time since you've done proper training like this.
Yeah, obviously we've had programs to do over the course of obviously the time off. I think it's hard doing it by yourself compared to being pushed by your teammates or having a coach there. So yeah, I think definitely the first few days will definitely be about trying to get as much fitness in, which is very difficult when the weather's like this, especially after being off for so long. But yeah, all the boys have come back in really good shape, which obviously shows that people have been looking after themselves, which is going to be really important for a few weeks, definitely.
And just how good was it to see your teammates again, and especially Pierce, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it was nice. You speak to as many of the boys as you can, try and keep in contact what they're up to over the last, few months. So definitely nice to see him. Obviously can't get too close to him. Pierce is in different groups, so I didn't actually see him too much, but it's nice to see him struggling in the distance, in the heat. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of that over the next few days.
A decision's likely to be made on June the 8th about how the season ends and potential playoffs. Are you guys just focusing on, playoffs being the case and working towards that at the moment?
Yeah, I think definitely. Obviously, we've had a really good season so far. However it pans out, I think it's important to not make any excuses. We've put ourselves in a good position so far, and hopefully we can go into the playoffs and be confident with that route that we're going to go. So yeah, everyone's looking forward to getting some games going, and hopefully the playoffs is the sort of route that it's going to go down, and it gives us another fantastic opportunity to get promoted this year.
With these games expected to be played behind closed doors, do you think that'll have sort of an effect as well? I mean, have you been watching any of the Bundesliga just to see what it's like?
Yeah, it's obviously going to be extremely strange. I think definitely the next few weeks, even training today's, you're going to experience things we wouldn't have experienced before. So it's important to take each day as it comes. Take these things in your stride, and just focus on what's going to happen next. So yeah, it's going to be an important game, and the atmosphere obviously won't be the same as what it would be. A playoff semi-final at St James's over the years have been, unbelievable, the ones I've played in. But the game's still as important as ever, and we're obviously going to prepare as best as possible.
Finally, I've got to ask you, what's it like being tested for the coronavirus?
Lots of people, it's very uncomfortable. It's not the nicest thing in the world. They obviously, swab down the back of your throat and then up your nose as well, which, it's not the nicest feeling in the world. But it's got to be done, and it's, puts your mind at ease if you obviously come out with a negative test, ready to push on.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for your time, Jake, and hopefully the weather is nice and you enjoy getting back to fitness.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.